Hey YouTube, good evening. It's me, Patrice, and this video tonight I'm going to be making something simple for supper. So I'm going to start with adding some olive oil into a hot pot, about a tablespoon or two on medium-high heat, and to that I'm going to add in 2 small chopped onions. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the beautiful fall colors and weather. I thought I would make something nice and warming and sort of on the fly, nothing really specific, just going to see how I feel about making this wonderful meal, just sort of without a recipe. Just going to start by cooking these onions nicely until they're translucent, and I'll be right back with the next ingredient. And thanks for watching. So our onions are nice and translucent, and now it's time to add in a can of drained chickpeas. 1 full can. This is 540 ml. So just add that right in and give it a quick stir. So far we've added in chickpeas and onions. Just going to let that get nice and warm. And because I like to keep my meals budget friendly and easy, I'm going to add in this Fagioli Pasta elbow macaroni right into the chickpeas and onions. Okay, and now it's time for some water. Give the water a quick stir with our onions, our chickpeas, and our bag of macaroni. So this is going to make a lot of food, and predominantly this is a budget-friendly meal. It's going to be really good. So I may need to add more water as this pasta cooks, but I will be back momentarily. I'm also going to add in a can of this Fagioli pasta sauce with meat. You could make it without meat if you wanted, but this is all I had at the moment from Dollarama. So I'm going to add this in. Until it's well combined. And now we're going to bring up this mixture to a boil and let it cook thoroughly. I noticed that the can has some remaining, so I'm going to go ahead and add some water. I'm going to add the remaining amount into it. So guys, our chickpea mixture with the pasta and the onions is starting to thicken. And it was sticking a little bit to the bottom because I think pasta likes to do that. So I had to kind of clean the bottom of the pot off with a different utensil than this nice soft green thing. So hopefully this is going to turn out exactly how I want it to be, but we will see. Fingers crossed. So guys, I had a little taste of the mixture of the chickpeas and it was a little bit bland. So I thought maybe I might add in a package of onion soup mix. Now I have one that's already opened and I've only used a little bit of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just add the rest of it in. It's just tasting like it needs a more predominant flavor. So I thought maybe onion soup mix might work. And the pasta's sticking again, so I'm going to turn the camera off and clean the bottom. So guys, our mixture is getting quite thick and it is sticking a little bit to the bottom, but that's okay. It's a really thick chickpea, sort of like a, what is this? Sort of like a chickpea stew with macaroni, and I tasted it and it's still a little bit bland. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of the onion soup mix into it. Hopefully it's going to improve the flavor, and I'll be right back. So that's entirely a full package of the onion soup mix. Mix that in. It's getting quite thick. And I'm not sure if it's because I've used an instant pot, you know, like for the Instant Pot. But I maybe would have used like a Tefal kind of pot so that nothing would stick, because it's quite sticky. Just to I actually have to use a knife to go over the bottom of this just to show you guys what I have to deal with here. Interesting. The pasta for some reason is sticking to the bottom. I bet if I had cooked the pasta separately, this wouldn't have happened. I think it's the starch that's causing the... But nonetheless, I am still drooling over it because it smells amazing. It's nice and thick, which is really great. And I'm going to definitely add some more seasonings, like probably some butter and some extra salt and pepper. And it's going to be amazing. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of butter because that's all I have. Literally, I am low on groceries. And that's going to definitely increase the creaminess of this soup or stew and the viscosity and texture. Now it's time to add in a little bit of salt, probably about, that's a good half teaspoonful, and some pepper. Pepper is going to be 1/4 teaspoon. Alrighty. Nice and thick. Gonna give it another taste and see what else it needs. I decided I'm gonna add in some Louisiana hot sauce from Popeyes and some ketchup. So 2 and 2. Just stirring in the hot sauce and ketchup. The mixture is ready to eat. I've just placed it in a little bowl and I'm going to let it cool and give it a taste. It's glistening and beautiful, isn't it? So guys, I'm just going to divulge into this macaroni chickpea dish. Looks amazing. And I'm sorry if my camera's out of focus. I have it focused on the food. So it's quite thick. And that's because I cooked the macaroni right in with the mixture. I'm really impressed with the color of it and the smell. I'm going to give it a taste. Oh wow, that's amazing. You know, it could use a little extra butter. I'm going to be right back and put some butter inside. You guys know I like butter. Okay. I literally had to get the scrapings off my no-name butter. Unsalted, of course. So this is going to definitely add some creaminess, some amazing viscosity, smoothness. What else? Of course, flavor. So I guess you could call this a chickpea stew. Now it's not entirely vegetarian or vegan because it does have the meat sauce, but I think the meat sauce added a special element of flavor along with the onion soup mix that I added in. And again, I made this without a recipe. This was just made by tasting and using a few simple ingredients in my pantry. And I invite you to do the same and share with us. We'd love to see your cooking and creations. Take a little more. I am pleased. Probably if I made this again, I maybe would not put as much pasta in. And I would use this as a filling for roti. Or you could definitely serve this over some couscous or even rice. Or just have it plain on its own or over a salad. It's incredibly versatile. It's quick, it's cheap. Extremely tasty and budget friendly. I'm pleased. I always enjoy food more at home in the evening when the weather is colder. I don't know what it is. Something about cold weather and food. It's definitely a plus. And once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you later. And stay tuned for new videos. I post regular cooking videos as well as tastings. And as y'all know, transit videos and many shorts videos. Feel free to check out my shorts videos. I have tons of them. Thank you.